Hi guys, so today a little bit different. We're going to focus purely on the pistol squat. It's something that you guys can try and master throughout this lockdown or get a lot of progressions or regressions done, so when you come back you're much closer to getting them nailed down. There's a lot going on for pistol squat. It's quite a difficult movement to learn. There's a lot of mobility involved and a lot of strength, and there's far less room to kind of have imbalances with your movement if you really want to get it right. So we're going to split this video into two parts. Part one is going to be stuff that any of you can do at home and you just need a little bit of space, and part two is going to be a more traditional based approach of like progressions and regressions we might use in the gym. So for that one you'll need like boxes or plates, different things like that. For the first video that we're going to do now, you can literally use anything. You just need a couple of books, some chairs and a bit of space around you, and you'll be able to get it done and get some progress made. Sweet. So first thing we're going to look at is mobility. One of the biggest influencing factors for pistol squat is your ankle mobility. You need a great deal of motion in your ankle to be able to get right down. So to work on that, what we're going to do is get your chair, bring one foot up on top, and then we're going to sink our weight down, so we're almost in that deep squat position with the knee and hip. From there, put your chest on top of your knee, and we're just going to drive forward as far as we can through the knee, really pushing down on the foot. And once you're here, you can shift the pressure in your foot from side to side, forward, backwards, not letting the heel lift off, and still keeping that pressure on. Hold for about 5 to 10 seconds, then ease off, and go again. The reason I'm playing with the pressure in my foot and trying to get the toes woken up and the foot moving a little bit, and create a little bit more tension, is so that when we're doing the pistol squat, our sensory feedback is a lot more. We're awake, we're aware, we know how things are feeling, and when we're coming down that one foot, we can tell where our weight's shifting really quick. So we can make the little changes that we need to recover. So 5-10 second holds, or 8 to 10 reps each side. Each time just trying to crank that tension up a little bit more, get a little bit further forward and improve that range. Right, I'm going to quickly do the other side. Just a little bit balanced. Ease off. I'm going to go again. Not going to do all of them because I have warmed up a little bit already, but I just want to make sure it's moving. If you are getting pain down the front of your foot or sides, you might need to do some more rotational work or banded distraction work. If not, you might need to see a physio just to try and get that little issue or niggle resolved. So, basics or basic principles. You're going to come up onto one leg. Find your centre of gravity. If you can, try and set yourself on a line, and then you know your centre of gravity has got to go straight down through that line, right? You can't shift side to side, forwards, back. You're just trying to keep yourself set nice and still. From there, you're going to have a little hip hinge, and you're going to squat down as low as you can, pause at the bottom, and then drive back up. When we're doing this, we want to be in control the full time. What we don't want to do is kind of come down, and then just rush the movement and drop to the bottom and bounce out of it and lose our balance and stability. We want it nice and smooth, nice and controlled throughout. So, little exercise to get started and work with the movement patterns. You can come up on an elevated platform on one foot, and we can just start working on this little hip hinge where your hips come back and you start squatting down towards the floor. So a little movement. Don't worry about the chest coming forward for now. We just want the hips and the knee moving in the right direction. Again, what we want to watch out for is this knee tracking in. We want it going straight with the foot. If we lose control of that knee during the pistol squat, it's going to make stabilising far more difficult. Right? From there, you can just elevate it up. And imagine you're standing down on a load of glass or nails. So you can be very, very light and then drive back up, nice and smooth. From there, when you've got a little hinge pattern, if you're still struggling with your range of motion, what we can work on to make it a little bit easier is elevating your heel slightly. and it'll just help with your mobility. So I'm going to put one heel up on an elevated platform, doesn't matter what it is too much. I'm going to come down, and it just makes it nice and smooth for me. Come back up. So it just makes it a little bit easier to get down. From there, you can have a little play and use something a little bit wider. So use 2 elevated platforms. And this is to try and build your strength a bit and build your movement and control whilst you learn the pistol squat. Or if you've got it, to try and increase your reps. So from there, I'm going to come up with 1 foot. Oh sorry, I'm going to squat down. And then all I'm working from here is shift my weight into one leg, lifting my other leg out, pause, stand up, and then pop my foot back down, squat down, shift my weight, lift the leg, pause, drive up. And then you can start playing with different variations. So you can start at the bottom, get yourself set, lift, stand up, come back down, pop the leg down, change sides, lift, up, down, etc. And you can start building the sets, tempo, reps, whichever way you want, just get creative. And you just work your way down, get smaller and smaller groups, decline your platform, make it easier and easier. If you're struggling with depth and mobility, so you feel like really nervous and you might fall, just pop something behind you to cue your depth, so you know what level you're getting to. So I could start off in the chair and get something a little bit lower, so I can get rid of one of these. So that when I come down, I know where I've got to stop. Move that backwards. So from there, I'm not going to sit down fully, I just want to come down, tap it, and then back up. So I'm not going to let myself sit and rest. I want to keep that control and then use it straight back up to work on the strength as well. Alright? So that's part 1 done, guys. We'll keep adding a few more of these in each week, different variations, different progressions you can add in and use. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it.